Alright everyone, thanks for tuning in to Wednesday Night Reviews. I'm your host Konrad, and from superheroes to average Joes, here's what I read this week. So I finished up Detective Comics 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, and 1005, which come together to make the Arkham Knight storyline. And today I'm going to talk moistly to you about how awesome this story was. Detective Comics for quite a while now has been written by Peter J. Tomasi, and starting with this issue 1001, Brad Walker took over as the artist. Now, I am a longtime Batman fan, and one thing I actually liked most about this storyline is that it took the Arkham Knight from a disappointing reveal in the Arkham Knight video game and actually gave it a unique, interesting background that wasn't just Jason Todd's story told again. Now, the arc itself regarding the Arkham Knight takes the character into everything that could possibly mean. In the original video game of Batman Arkham Knight by Rocksteady, while it is a fabulous game and I am not trashing it in any way, the character of the Arkham Knight was literally Jason Todd's story, the Red Hood, but they gave him a different paint job. That was it. This character that you're seeing here is a truly unique character, an interesting take on an adversary for Batman, and one that I think would have made a better addition to the video game. The first thing that stood out to me about this arc, one, I was actually excited for a minute, and then I was very upset at the idea of bringing back this character, simply because I'd found the game to be a letdown. The reveal of Jason Todd wasn't anything new to me, and most Batman fans were like, yeah, whatever. And I was worried that this was going to try and do that. However, thankfully, Peter J. Tomasi took it in a totally different direction and actually made it unique and interesting. The first thing that really stood out to me about these issues is Brad Walker's art. I at first must admit it was not for me. Even now I'm not totally sold on it. I will say it is very good art. He has great line work. I just find it looks more in line with almost manga than it does with comic books. And, well, yes, difference in art style is fine. It just wasn't quite for me. Particularly, I found Batman's eyes in this style to be odd, because it whites out the eye like most people do, but then it has a drawn-in iris that's a slightly different shade, and it just wasn't a touch that I quite liked. But overall, the action in it, the composure of all the bodies and form and the way things move, and also the way that the art fluidly takes your eye across the page was great. I have no other qualms with it, and by the end of the 5 issues, yeah, I think he's a good artist. The writing, though, is what carried me through to the end of the 5th issue. As I said, Arkham Knight video game's twist ending is really boring, and I thought that Tomasi breathed some life into the Arkham Knight by making her a unique and interesting character where it has nothing to do with previous Batman stories. This is an entirely new character, a new villain, and it makes more sense for this character to be named the Arkham Knight because of their connection to Arkham. Now, I won't say much more because I'll start giving away a lot of details, but absolutely it's a fun 5 issues. It's collected now into Detective Comics Volume 11 from 2016. It also includes the annual number 2 and a story from Detective Comics 1000. So everyone, absolutely check out Detective Comics Volume 11, or if your local comic shop still has Detective Comics 1001, 2, 3, 4, and 5, you might just be in luck. Give them a quick phone call, see if they're available. I'm sure they'll be happy to do curbside pickup. And of course, if not, you can always give them a ring, and within 2 weeks, they can have Volume 11 ordered for you. For its consistent art, while it didn't have me at first, it is solid art. I'll award it the 1st star. Peter J. Tomasi's writing and take on this character earns it a 2nd star. Those 2 styles actually worked very well together to tell some interesting stories. For 3, And that's pretty well where it ends for me. I was able to stop, put it down, and read it over a fairly sparse period of time, so I didn't have that urge to just rip through it. But it is a book worth checking out. And that is why I'm giving this story arc a 3 out of 5, because while it was consistent, well written, and interesting, it just didn't hold my attention that I couldn't put it down. But you guys should definitely check it out and comment down below about what you thought about this story arc. Give us a like and subscribe for more great content. And we'll see you next time.